here in my garage.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's 914 Ball Gloves here, and we're in my backyard today because I'm going to be breaking in my new 44, which I got, I want to say, about 4 days ago. And I'm more of a traditional guy when it comes to breaking in gloves. I like to play catch and just break them in, like with the mallet and maybe some glove oil. But I don't do any of those fancy tricks like microwaving, Vaseline, running them over with a car. Don't do that because it's just going to ruin your glove. Like, when I was younger, my dad would microwave my gloves, but it's okay because, you know, they were cheaper gloves. They were like $50, $60 gloves, and he would throw them in the microwave, and the laces would get all cooked and stuff, but that's okay because I was younger. It didn't really matter to me. But, you know, as I got older, I started to, you know, get more into gloves, and I realized, like, microwaving is not the wave. So to break in your glove, it's important to have a few things before you start. If you break in your glove in a garage or a basement, which is preferable, you're gonna need a few things to put on the floor so your glove won't get damaged. You're gonna need some magazines. You just stack them, put them on the floor, and then you're gonna put a rag on top of the magazine to protect your glove a little bit more. And you're gonna need another rag for the glove oil that you're gonna be using. I use Franklin Dr. Glove. I don't have any other oil. I'm almost out of this one, but it should be enough for the rest of this video. And depending on whether or not you're gonna be playing baseball or softball with your glove, you're gonna need either a baseball or a softball to break it in. I'm gonna be using this glove for baseball, so I'm gonna use a baseball.
Wow.
And you also need a mallet. Probably the most important thing when breaking in a glove. You can get these at sporting goods stores or Amazon or something like that. These are like $10, $11. You can get cheaper ones, but I got this one at Dick's Sporting Goods. So we're gonna start out by putting some oil on your glove first. So the way we would do that is you just take your glove oil, you take your rag, and you find a spot on your rag where you want to put the oil on. I'm almost out, so it doesn't even spray anymore, but I just take this off. You would just want to put some drops on there, so just like that. So first you want to just hit the palm of the glove by just starting in the middle and just going out like that on the fingers. Do the same for the other side. And what glove oil does is that it softens up the leather, but also makes it shiny. So usually when you get a brand new glove, it doesn't look all that nice compared to when you oil it, because, you know, the leather's still kind of dry on the outside. So oiling it is really important. It's also really good to get the laces as well. And get those laces like that. You just pinch them and you just go out like that on the exposed laces. And sometimes oiling your glove can be tricky because there's a lot of spots that you may tend to miss. It's important to also get the web right on the outside. So you don't even need that much oil. You just need a few drops and it'll actually spread out really evenly on the glove, as long as you apply evenly on all surfaces of the glove. Just gonna put one more coat. This is all I put on. That drop right there, that's all I use. Make sure you get the binding as well, which is around the hand. You get the inside of the glove, especially if the inside of the glove is like kip liner or something, like on 44s. You want to get the inside of the glove as well. Keep that nice and soft. When I break in my gloves, I hot water it once during the break-in process. Hot water doesn't actually break in the glove. Instead, it actually forms it. So if you want to give your glove a certain form, so I want to give this one a thumb flare out, and then I want to roll the rest of the fingers in. Hot water helps with forming your glove. So you don't need to hot water your glove at all, you know, and you don't need to steam your glove either. Steaming your glove is actually, I think, is not all that good for your glove because it just makes it wet and some of the colors can run. So maybe it's okay to steam a glove like this one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was a big ass bug. Anyway, ugh. Maybe it's okay to steam a glove like this one because it's all black, but if you have a glove that's like blonde and blue or like camel and red or something like that, it's not good to steam your glove because the colors can run. But you can hot water your glove at least once. You don't have to. And it's pretty beneficial if you want to give your glove a nice form. So we're gonna go get some hot water.
Here in my garage.
So we're at the sink, and before I fill this bucket thing, is this a bucket? I don't even know. Before we fill this with hot water, it's important to remember, from the words of Chris Banger, the water has to be hot enough where you can't touch it, but hot enough where your mom can still handle it. That's called the mom meter. So we're just gonna wait for this to heat up. Also, I don't know which one is which because this one says cold and this one says hot, but usually cold is on the right side and then, okay, whatever. So with hot water in your glove, you got to be really careful to not pour water into the finger soles of the glove. Normally you would just pour it over the top, but since I have a mesh back glove, I'm not going to do it over the top. I'm just going to be doing it in the palm. So yeah, that water's still hot. So you just fill your cup up with water and you just pour over the top. So I'm just going to do that right now. Hopefully it doesn't get the rest of the glove wet. And so you're just going to pour it so that it just hits off the top of the palm. Oh, and you have to do it, it's important to do this after you oil your glove, because if you do it before you oil your glove, the water can really seep into the leather and damage it. So the oil is like not only does it make your glove nicer, it also waterproofs it. So always remember that. So we're just gonna do that just a couple times, not too much. Some got on my knee, that's really hot. So that's all you're gonna do. That's really all you're gonna need. You're gonna start forming it. So I give my glove a flare on the thumb out like this, and then I curl the rest of the fingers inward, and already it's much easier to move around and stuff. Again, remember to not get the inside of the glove, because then it's actually going to take a really long time to dry. So actually, let me just hit it a couple more times, because I really like how that's coming out. So just right over the top. Make sure you don't leave the glove flat, because then it's going to seep into the leather too much. You just leave it like that, just right over the top, just like that. All right, so shake that off a little bit. Just start playing with it a little bit. So after you hot water your glove, it's important to use your mallet. Depending on what position you play, you're gonna make your pocket in different spots of the glove. So if you're an outfielder, you wanna make your pocket like right here. I usually make my pockets right here, right on the edge of the web. So right there, but since this is an infield glove and it's only 11.25 inches, I'm gonna hit it like right on top of the 44 emblem, like right over it. So like right there. So, because I wanna get that shallow pocket. Just gonna hit it right there. It's also important to hit the web to soften up that web. So this way kind of to the web, just like that. So after you've hit your glove with the mallet, it's important to find a break point on your glove. And that's basically just finding where your glove is gonna fold or bend when you close it. I usually tend to find a break point right on the heel over here. So what I do is I take a weight, usually 5, 6, or 7 pounds. I wanna break this in thumb to fourth finger. So I'm gonna put that on right there. And I'm gonna find where that breaks, which is right here. I'm just gonna hit it with the mallet. Hit it with the weight, I mean. Just like that. And this is where it's important to have the magazines, especially if you're on like a cement floor. I don't need them because I'm outside. But if you're like on a cement floor or like a hardwood floor, it's important to have the magazines to protect your floor and protect your glove. So already I can actually squeeze it. Like before, I wasn't able to squeeze it at all. So between breaking in the heel on the break point and squeezing the glove, it's also important to just keep using your mallet. Your mallet is going to be your best friend when you're breaking a glove. So you're just going to do it like that, because you don't want bubbles to form. So you're just going to keep doing that. Keep rolling the fingers, keep flaring the thumb. You're going to go back to the weight. So I'm going to get that break point again. I'm going to fold the glove just like that on the break point. And then I'm just going to... Don't be scared. It's a glove. You're going to use it. I'm also going to do this. It's kind of tricky, so you got to be a little bit careful. This way. And then you're going to like roll it.
Yeah, roll it.
And that's going to really break up that heel. Like already, I've broken up the heel a really good deal. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. So that's basically what you want to do when you're breaking a glove. It's okay to repeat the process, except the hot water should only really be done once. But after that, you can use the weight, use the mallet however much as you want. Actually, use the mallet however much you want. The weight should only really be used to break in the heel, because after that, it can actually kind of damage your glove. But already, I wasn't able to close this, but already I'm able to at least do like that to it. So I'm going to keep doing that over the next few days. hopefully over the next week or so, I'll be able to use it a little bit more and more. I like to break in my gloves over time rather than quickly. I know some people that can break in a glove in a day. It's kind of scary to me. Not for any particular reason, it's just I would prefer to break in my gloves over a longer period of time. Take your baseball, throw it at the glove, break in that pocket. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. It could be boring, but this could really be helpful to some people who want to learn how to break in gloves. There's tons of videos out there. I feel like the person who breaks in the gloves the best is like Asso from Wilson. Benny Miller from 44 is also really good at breaking in gloves, so shout out to him. This is just to show you guys how I break in my gloves. There's no really right way to do it. There are some wrong ways to break in your glove, like using a microwave or running it over with your car. But honestly, it all depends on who you are and how you like to use your gloves. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.